Hare and the Moon's Calendar. Long ago, in the wide, sun-baked lands of the Kalahari Desert, where the Sand People have lived for thousands of years, there was a clever and speedy creature named Hare. Hare was known across the scrubby plains and thorny bushes for his quick feet and sharp wits. He could outrun almost anything, other animals, the wind, even the hunger that sometimes gnaws at the belly. Hare was proud of this, always boasting that no hunger could catch him because he was too fast. But there was another figure in the sky, silent, steady, and mysterious. The moon, glowing softly each night, had watched over the Kalahari long before Hare was born. The moon was wise and patient, knowing secrets that Hare did not yet understand. It controlled the night, the tides, and most importantly, the cycles of the earth, the rise and fall of plants, the coming and going of rains, and the rhythms that kept life moving. One evening, as Hare raced across the open plains, feeling the cool night air on his face, he laughed to himself, "I am faster than hunger. I can run away from it forever." But the moon, hanging low and bright in the sky, decided it was time to teach Hare a lesson. "Why do you run so fast, Hare?" the moon asked gently, its light shimmering on the sand. "I run because I do not want to feel hunger. Hunger is slow, but I am faster," Hare replied, puffing out his chest. The moon smiled, a calm, knowing smile. Hare, hunger is not just something to outrun. It is a signal, a reminder. It tells us when to look for food, when to rest, and when to prepare. But if you only run, you miss what hunger is trying to teach you. Hare stopped and twitched his long ears. "What do you mean?" "I never miss a meal. I just run fast and find it before it finds me." "Ah, but have you noticed the plants?" the moon asked. "They do not grow all at once. They follow a rhythm, a cycle that I watch over. There are times when the berries are ripe, the roots soft, and the grass is tall. And there are times when the earth is dry and the food is hidden beneath the sand." Hare looked puzzled. "I don't have time to wait for plants to grow. I need to eat now. That's why I run." The moon's light grew a little brighter. "But if you run without paying attention, you will find the earth empty, and hunger will catch you after all. If you learn to follow my cycles, the waxing and waning, the new moon and the full moon, you can know when the plants will be ready to eat. You will not need to run so hard, and hunger will not surprise you." Hare thought about this. It sounded strange. How could something in the sky tell him when to find food on the ground? But Hare was curious, and so he decided to watch the moon more closely. Over the next few cycles, Hare noticed the changes. When the moon was new and barely a sliver in the sky, the earth was dry and food was scarce. When the moon grew full and bright, the rains came and the plants burst forth. Berries appeared, roots softened, and the grasses grew tall and sweet. Hare realized that by following the moon's calendar, he could know when to hunt and gather and when to rest. He did not have to run endlessly, wasting his energy. Instead, he could be patient, timing his efforts with the earth's natural rhythm. One night, Hare looked up at the moon and said, "Thank you for teaching me this. I was proud and thought I could outrun hunger forever. But now I see that patience and timing matter more. I will follow your cycles and live in harmony with the land." The moon smiled down, its light gentle and warm. That is the way, Hare. Humility and respect for nature's timing will keep you strong and wise. From that day forward, Hare was no longer just the fastest runner. He became one of the wisest creatures in the Kalahari, knowing when to move and when to wait, always guided by the steady light of the moon. And so the Sand People learned too, watching the moon's phases, understanding the seasons, and living in balance with their world. They knew that life was not about outrunning hunger, but about listening to the cycles of the earth and the sky. So next time you feel impatient or hungry, remember Hare and the moon's calendar? Sometimes slowing down and paying attention to nature's rhythm is the smartest thing you can do. And that's the story of how Hare learned to follow the moon's calendar and learned a little humility too.